Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're gonna be covering Corpse. You might know him from everywhere. He's recently been blowing up everywhere. On TikTok, he has a song. So for some reason you don't know who he is. He used to do scary stories back in the day on his YouTube channel, and he'd read aloud and narrate like stories that his viewers sent him. So they were mostly real, right? But now he just does like Among Us content with very famous creators. For example, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, people. I don't know. The one problem with this is that his audience switched from really, I guess, dark story people. He basically covered like scary stuff on the internet, and now he does like really family friendly Among Us. So you can see obviously an audience switch there. When people subscribe to him, most of them didn't know that he had a scary side to his channel. So when they found out about that, one of the stories got canceled. I guess he got canceled for saying one of the stories, which was about a trans person. So basically in the story, this trans person was getting threatened or actually got harmed by like an old Christian lady or something like that. And in the story, it contained a word that rhymes with Nike, but you replace the N with a D. And you know what I'm saying. He actually said the word, which I don't really think it's a bad thing because he said in the context as a story, not actually his saying. You know what I mean? So if you were to say it to offend someone, then yeah, you could cancel him all you want. But in this story, I don't think it was appropriate to cancel him. He actually did an apology, which I have some opinions on, okay? Both in the cancel culture and Corpse. Cancel culture shouldn't be canceling this man for his story, and Corpse shouldn't have to apologize for this. I personally think that he should have just had context of this misunderstanding instead of having to do a whole apology video. But I wrote the clip of his apology.
Hey, wanted to address this whenever I did the Q&A live stream so I could better explain it on a bigger platform live, but I woke up to a ton of DMs from people and I thought I should do it right away. For those of you who don't know, primarily I've done true horror story narration for years on my channel. The stories are sent in by my viewers, they write all of it, and I narrate their story to share their experience of what they've gone through with the world. These are real life experiences of like real shit that people go through. About a year ago, I was sent in a story from someone who's trans. I was glad to cover this story despite some backlash I might get from like boomers and shit because I wanted to show the struggles of what trans people go through. And I support trans people. TLDR, the story is about an old Christian woman who is trying to hurt them and do horrible things to them. During the story, the person who is trans is called the D word. In the video, I read the word out loud. And I realize now I shouldn't have done that. I didn't realize the severity of the word, or else I obviously wouldn't have said it. There are over 2,000 comments on the video and none of them mention it. I had no idea this hurt anybody at all. And that's the last thing I want to do. I've taken the video down now. I understand my mistake and I'm sorry. Thank you to the people trying to teach me about this. Some people were just blindly hating me, but most of the people I've seen have been very reasonable. And I really appreciate that. I'm probably going to get off everything for a little bit.
Now we're gonna move on to his stands, okay? They're like dream stands, okay? They're pretty crazy. They basically simp over a voice, which is actually a condition he has. They're simping over a condition, okay? Basically, let's put it in that term. They don't know what this dude looks like. The only thing they've gotten is like a picture of him in his shirt in his hand and an actual like hand TikTok, I guess. I see why he doesn't want to do a face reveal because let's say he wasn't very appealing or matching these simp standards. You know, everyone would be gone just like that. But for example, some of these stands go as far as getting a tattoo of his tweet. Like, I'm gonna show you. That just really goes to show how much people would do for attention. I mean, it's pretty sad, but it is what it is. It's the internet. What are you gonna expect? Not sunshine and rainbows. But I really do consider going to a therapist if you're trying that much to get the attention of a guy you've never seen a face of. But that's just my personal opinion. You do you. I'm not trying to offend anybody. Now I'm gonna be showing some tweets that I found about Corpse, and some of them are really, bro, what are you doing? And some of them are actually kind of funny because they're flaming the stance. But I'm just gonna roll them and yeah, I'm gonna read them to you guys instead because I think that's gonna be way more entertaining. Started with the first tweet. I get Corpse stands, but dream stands? Do you guys get turned on every time he plays a block? And the someone replied with, I don't even get Corpse stands. Like, is it his voice or do they get turned on by him clicking the kill button in Among Us? It's definitely not his music. The second one says, I'm falling in love with Corpse. That's self-explanatory because probably never touched grass. And the third tweet says, Corpse can be like, the third one's a flame. Corpse stands to be like, I can't. You can't what? Have a healthy relationship with your dad. And then I also found a tweet where supposedly Corpse owed an apology to this girl or something. I don't really know the full context behind this because I don't really stalk his Twitter. But basically what this girl did was she tweeted out not even an apology, and this is what he texted her. I'm pretty sure he has 100% reason to say this. If I were uncomfortable by someone and their little friends making fun of me, I would tell them, you know. It's the most respectful thing to do, and the most respectful thing to do back is I respect that. And obviously she didn't, so I was looking at the tweet and I used 2IQ and I realized it wasn't him. It was like a fan account. Hopefully I don't get flamed for saying it was Corpse, but you know, I know my mistake. It wasn't him. It was like a fan account or something. my god. Alright guys, I think that's enough for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully all the corpse stands in the comments are getting mad, because you know, we like to see that. We love to see it, you know. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, either it's night, morning, or the afternoon. And also, if you guys really want to help me out, hit that big red button down below. It helps me so much, and it helps me keep on going and motivated. Spend the rest of the time of this day, night, or morning with your family and drink some water.